Hey, this is Mahiko and thank you for watching FF14 Guild's Garuda strategy guide. First of all, I'm gonna say Garuda's fight can be very hard if you do not understand her mechanics. This fight is all about positioning, not just as a tank, but your whole team has to understand where to stay. Her fight has two phases. Let's talk about phase 1. First up is Slipstream, a frontal cone attack without a red warning area. Do not get hit by that right there or you take massive damage and get stunned. She also has a ranged AoE attack and a point-blank AoE attack. All of these abilities damage those rocks you see on the right. This is quite important as you will see in a bit. When Garuda vanishes, she will reappear at a random point in the stage. You have to hide behind a rock, like so. Failing to do that will result in an instant KO. Periodically, Garuda spawns these feathers called razor plumes. They do no damage on their own, but deal damage to the stone pillars after a period of time. These must be killed as soon as possible. A note about this video, me and Maruko ran with 2 random DPS from the Duty Finder to more accurately represent what you will be experiencing when queuing up. We are also exactly level 44 with unexceptional gear. Let's recap her abilities. Slipstream, a frontal cone that you can interrupt, a large circular 360-degree nuke, and lastly, a targeted AoE attack that cannot be dodged or interrupted. All of Garuda's abilities are area of effect, and all of Garuda's skills are able to damage the stone pillars. Ideally, you have to stay far enough from each other and from the stones. Remember to be considerate to your healer as he or she has to be in range of the whole party. And of course, kill all feathers that spawn and hide behind the rocks to dodge her ultimate. This repeats for a total of 3 times. From this point, you can either click on the annotation to forward to phase 2 or just continue watching. Now we're about to see the transition to phase 2, and it's probably the most important part of the fight. Remember all that about keeping the stone pillars alive? Well, much like Ifrit's Hellfire, Garuda's aerial blast will KO you if you're not hiding behind one. Here, Maruko demonstrates the effectiveness of Mighty Guard. Compare the difference of damage between us. As you can see, aerial blast absolutely crushed us. So ideally, you're all gonna want to stick together for Mighty Guard. Otherwise, the healer limit break might be a better choice. Now we enter Garuda's second phase. She continues to use these 2 abilities. Positioning has to be even more precise or else you will overload your healer. But don't panic now because you're about to get there. She gains a new ability, Mistral Song, which is very similar to Slipstream, but it is a one-hit KO. Razor plumes still spawn during this phase, but instead of blowing up on rocks, they will blow up on you. As usual, kill these as fast as you can. Here, Maruko demonstrates what happens when you stay outside the ring. I can't believe why he insists on doing this when we're running with pugs and I barely have any mana left. Well, that's about it, but I highly suggest you watch the rest of the fight. It gets pretty close as I managed the very last drops of my mana, which my brother's demonstrations did not help at all. Well, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed. There is more information on the description below. Please like, share, and comment if the video helped you. Subscribe to our channel for more videos, like us on Facebook, and visit our site ff14guild.com. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.